So, welcome back to another Rack and Reel episode. Today, we got a pretty special one coming. It's a little bit of a bow shooting video. Kent got his new Traverse probably a little over a month ago, and we haven't really posted a video on it. So, you actually talk about
Yeah, so that's what it's going to be. We're going to be comparing the two, or the three, Mathews Traverse, Mathews VXR, and Bear Archery.
Vertix. Mathews Vertix.
Mathews Vertix, my bad, sorry. And
Bear Archery bow.
Bear Archery, Insurgent HC, which is his current bow. He's hoping to get a new one. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be showing you all the specs and like what's good, what's bad about all those bows. Also going to be doing a little bit of long range shooting in the yard. We're going to be stretching it out to 100 yards. Gets a little sketch out there. So.
I think Ken actually nailed this target. Like
2 inches off at 100 yards. But
yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be a fun video. So
stay tuned. Alrighty, so we're in the shop, about to go shoot. We're going to review our bows, how we like them, the specs, literally everything about it, and why you should get those bows. The pros and cons, pretty much everything you need to know.
Here, hold this. We'll show you all the bows we'll be reviewing today.
So the first one up, this is Kent's bow, his brand new Mathews Traverse. We'll give you the specs afterwards.
Here we got the my dad's. It's about a few months old. It's a Mathews Vertix. It's a pretty nice bow. It's their second newest one, I believe, behind the VXR, which, by the way, it's a pretty good bow. And then here we got Hampton's.
So this is the Bear Archery. They partner with Cabela's and made a pretty cheap but
reliable. Definitely pretty good.
Pretty good bow.
Gets the job done. For sure.
So it's 5-pin sight. It's like pretty much a whole setup. I'm actually gonna be switching. I'm either gonna get a VXR 28 or the Vertix, which his dad has. So whichever one I make the decision to, we'll probably give you another little video about how we like that bow in the future. So.
But here we're gonna start off with the specs of the Traverse. So Hampton has those written down here. So right now we have it at 70 pounds draw, so which is just about the average for
I think we measured it at our local store, probably
72. I think 72. It was,
so
not bad.
The FPS is around 300, and I'm reading it off my phone right now.
Yeah.
So the FPS is around 338 feet per second,
which is definitely pretty respectable for a bow, especially of this size.
The weight ranges, so you can get one from 40 to 50, 50 to 60, or 60 to 70. So he has a 60 to 70, which is what I'll get. So those are the weight ranges.
Basically.
The draw length is actually a very wide range. So it's 26.5 all the way to around 33 inches, which
that's why I have this, because I'm 6'5", so have that 31.5 inch draw length, which is what we had to get here, and we might have to right now it's a little too short, so we have to expand that. That's why this is the only Mathews bow that goes above 31.5. I believe that's what the VXR goes to. So that's why I had to get this one. If you're a tall person or super long arms, this is definitely the bow to go with.
So the brace height on this is around 6 inches. Well,
right here, I believe, right? That's brace height, isn't it?
Brace height is from the rest to the D-loop.
Well, never mind. That's the brace height.
So brace height is 6.625 inches. So that's pretty much normal for a bow. Most bows are around 7 to 6, but some of the pro bows can get around 8.
Yeah.
It just
they use some pretty big bows because they're shooting 80 yards on a regular basis.
Which you're about to see.
We
tried it out
right here. We shoot to 100. I actually hit pretty much dead center. I have no idea how, but this
kind of just But on to next, the weight of it is around 5 pounds, so 4.7 pounds.
Pretty good. It's a really big axle to axle, so that's why it's a little heavier than average, but it's still not bad.
All right, so for this particular bow, the let off is around 85%, but you can also get it specially made where it is around 75. So just whichever one you want to use. Some people do like the heavier and really like to have all tensed up, which personally I do not like.
I don't like it either. That's what his bow right now is, and that's why.
And
he's upgrading.
So on this bow, you go ahead and just tell them the specs about the cables and the roller guard and everything.
So this is the actually the sight from my dad's old Mathews. Oh shoot, sorry. Old Mathews Outback. I'm not sure what it is.
We actually have it here. I'll go grab it.
1 second. Pause that.
Alrighty, so this is pretty much the original Mathews.
Not really, but
Not really, but
basically, this thing's like 90s, early 2000s, I think. This is my dad's old trusty bow. Like
the Outback.
dozens and dozens of deer has fallen to this thing. It's definitely not something to mess with. But anyway, back to the Mathews. Traverse, the other Mathews, excuse me. So we have carbon fiber on all these like little pegs for the string stop and everything. This is also the stabilizer that was on my dad's old Outback. I need to get a new one. It's not the most high tier.
And the heavy. It needs to be heavier. And
yeah, this bow definitely has some like new technology in terms of vibration dampeners. We got like this little, I don't know what it's called, but it's really nice. Yeah, vibration dampenizer. Harmonic stabilizer, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And we have little monkey tails back here. Those are pretty nice. They help with the sound of the bow more than the vibrations, I think.
We completely forgot to tell you what the actual, so it's a 2019 bow. It's kind of made for the big boy bow. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah,
but
it's
do you actually know what the so for that bow in particular, because as you get the paint, it gets more expensive. So what is like the final cost of that bow?
Final price, I believe, was $1,200 with the
wrap and rest.
Yeah, the wrap and with the rest on it.
So
I think the rest was like $100, and the wrap was $50, and I think the base is like $1,050. So I mean, not too pricey, but also not cheap. So yeah, there's definitely more expensive and nicer bows on the market, but this is really just a really nice like middle to top tier bow for sure.
All right, on to the
next bow. 2019 Mathews Vertix.
So it's actually a pretty heavy bow. Move your bow so we don't like. Let me pull up the specs on it and I'll talk. Alrighty, so I pulled it up on the Mathews website. Hold that right here. So you can get it in a variety of colors. I'm not gonna name all of them because there are so many.
What color? What's this color? I think it's just the real tree.
This is just real tree edge.
Color here. Matches with the rest color, kinda. But it's basically has the same like basic features like harmonic stabilizer, monkey tails.
Actually, this one's starting to rip. That one fell off there.
Monkey tail up here broke. But I mean, this is an old bow. This thing already has dozens of deer in the last year shot under it.
I think it already has 2 under its belt today, this year.
This year, and a few, like 5 maybe last year. So pretty good. I mean, this bow is definitely trustworthy, I would say. All right, Ham's go read off the specs here. We'll see compared to the Traverse.
So the 2019, so the axle to axle on this bow, the axle to axle on that one is around 33.
So what's this one?
So this one is a 30-inch axle to axle.
So definitely smaller.
More compact,
so you can travel a little bit easier with this. You're not going to be banging it into as many things up here on the cams.
Brace height is around 6 inches, and the FPS is actually a little bit. Actually, is it faster? What was the FPS?
338 was that one.
So this one is 343. So
maxed
maxed
a little
out
faster, which is pretty nice to have that extra speed.
Even with the shorter bow, so that's really cool.
Definitely a little perk there.
Okay, so we're on. You can get the draw weight from 60 to 75, which is...
It's the same as the other one, I think.
Pretty much the same as the other one. 75 is like special order. I think it's 60, 65, 70, and 75. So that's it. The draw lengths...
So pretty average on the weight there.
Draw lengths, so just how that one, it can go up to about 32, I think is what I said.
33, I think.
33. So this one can go from 26, so it can go a little bit shorter, but then it doesn't go as high up. So that one goes to 30 and a half. The let off is 80 or 85. Normal, I think this one's, I don't know what that one is exactly.
They're both 35 or 85.
Physical weight, 4.7, same as the
exact same.
Traverse.
Which is nice. Which means this one's a little more dense since it's shorter and it weighs the same, which is
pretty nice.
That helps, I guess, a little.
It has the new Mathews cams on it, which are really cool. These are really big. Like, look at my hand compared to these things.
They're massive. But they definitely do their job. For sure.
The final price on this is around $1,100, so about $50 more than the Traverse. That's just blackout, no hydro dip, or real tree edge.
If you get the Cerakote on here, the paint, it adds I believe $50 to whatever you want, and then the sight or the rest, excuse me, is $100. And does Mathews sell a sight? I don't think they do. But you can also get a quiver for like $40 and a stabilizer for around that range, I believe, as well.
But I mean, you can go get a stabilizer.
Just grab one at your local Outdoors Bass Pro or something like that for $20. So if you want to kit this thing out, you can really make a pretty nice build out of this. But it can also just be your everyday like backyard hunter's bow if you really want it to be.
All right, on to the next
bow. Insurgent HC, Bear Archery Insurgent HC.
So here we go. Y'all can look this one up. Let me pull up the specs on it. Okay, so here's my bow. It's a 5-pin Trophy Ridge sight. It's actually the 2019 version of the sight, so it's not the one that twists yet. This is a 2019 bow. It's kind of Bear Archery's, just how Hoyt came out with a Torex this year. This is kind of Bear Archery's 2019 version of a cheaper bow. Yeah. So it comes with a whisker biscuit, stabilizer, wrist sling. I actually added some vibration dampeners up to the top. Pretty good looking cams. It's fully adjustable, and I think the final price comes in around $500. So the draw weight, 60 to about 72 pounds is what it says, which is kind of random to be 72, but
yeah,
you know, it was kind of a last minute buy because I've had this bow for probably a year and a half now. If y'all go check out a video from it was actually snowing and I still had that bow.
Bow in the snow.
Bow in the snow.
Like a year, 9 months ago.
But
it's actually more like 8 months, but still.
Some of the stuff on this is getting a little old. I think I'm going to pass it down to one of my brothers, but hopefully they'll enjoy it.
Like you can see, this thing has had better days. Whisker biscuit, a little bit torn up there, and this thingy already come a tiny bit loose, but over a year, it's held up pretty well, I would say.
For a $500 bow.
It's definitely on the more durable side of things.
So I'll start reading out some of the specs. If I get Wi-Fi. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, so here are the specs. Draw weight, 60 to 72. Hand, right hand. I think you can
probably get left
hand too.
I think all bows have that option.
The colors, it actually comes in 2 colors, black and O2 octane, which I actually kind of like this color a lot.
It looks pretty much like real tree edge, but not quite as realistic. So it's more of like a military kind of camo, which I kind of like. It looks pretty sick, for sure.
The brace height on this is 6 1/4, so pretty average again. The arrow speed, 330, so not actually for a $500 bow at maxed out at 70 pounds is not that much slower than the brand new Vertix and the brand new Traverse. So yeah, that's pretty good. Axle. Oh, sorry.
Hard enough.
Axle, which actually is longer than I thought. It's 32 and a half.
Really?
Wow, so that's pretty.
Yeah, I guess. Here, we'll grab.
So
compare it. You can see, even though this bow looks bigger because the riser's a little bit longer. Yeah, the risers are longer. But
it's about that much longer.
What do you call these things? I forgot.
What? The limbs?
Yeah, sorry. The limbs are more at an angle where these are kind of like perpendicular to the bow, so it looks bigger, even though this one is about the same.
So the draw length, I'm at 29 and a half. I have really long arms as a 6-foot person. I'm 29 and a half, and it maxes out at about 30, so give me a couple more months, I'm going to be maxed out of this bow, which is not very good. So that's pretty much it. It goes from 25 to 30 and $500. That's about it for that bow.
It doesn't have quite like the dampening technology that the other one does, which is, why it's $500. Hampton these were aftermarket, right? That you just bought? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has these like little rubber thingies that help a little bit with the noise and dampening. But overall, I'd say it's definitely a pretty good bow if you want like your teenage like son or daughter to have a first bow. I think this is definitely a pretty good bow for them. It gets the job done, that's for sure. Overall, the best 2 bows that we have here are clearly the Mathews. This is a fine bow, the Bear Archery, but I don't know that it's at quite the level that the Mathewses are.
Mathews is
no disrespect, but the Mathews are pretty hard to beat.
Alright.
But between the 2 Mathews, I think it's pretty close. I think it's just whatever your body type needs, like if you need a longer draw or like what kind of hunting you do. Like if you're in a tree stand or a box blind,
you're gonna want a shorter axle.
Axle will be a lot easier and a lot less noise if you don't bang it into stuff. So I think they're pretty much equal. I think it just comes up to whatever situations you're in.
Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for this little bow thing. Go watch the shoot, and we'll see y'all again at the end of the video.
target. Hampton. We're about to shoot the bow 85 yards. This will be the farthest shot that I've ever taken with a bow. We shot, before this, we shot at like 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, then 70. And as you can probably guess, 50 and 70 didn't go so great. We're about 30% on hitting the target.
So as of right now, I have like face cam from this morning when we went deer hunt. But I only have a 45 yard pin because it's my hunting bow, and I don't have like a twisting sight, so I'm gonna have to like update it to make it go deer. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we'll see. I bet your groupings are probably gonna be like that.
Probably non-existent groupings.
Let's get into it.
But
oh wait, did you tell me what we're gonna do? Like,
can y'all see the target right there? Yeah, you can see it. So it's 85 or 80 yards.
Did you tell them the challenge that we're gonna do? All right, so the challenge that we're gonna do, we're gonna pretty much, we have one target. That's our target. This is just kind of like one of our, like the longest warm-up round that we've done. We're gonna be shooting this. That'll be kind of like an intro. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out. We just set up this blind. This is actually for hunting now. Y'all can see that
nice
right there.
ground blind.
I don't even know if you can see
the
it
corn.
because it's so camo. But anyway, we're gonna be shooting out of that, out of the thing. We're gonna be shooting some long bombs. You know, hopefully we can hit.
We may stretch it back to 100 yards here in a minute too. So.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
You know what? We'll see what we do. But let's get into the video.
Hampton's adjusting his sight a little bit. None of us have shot even half this far.
Oh, I just messed it up.
But I've shot a few. He's shot a few. I'm hitting the target, but we haven't gone up there to see where yet. He missed a tiny bit short, that's why he's adjusting it. But about to show y'all the shot.
Got my 80 yard pin.
80 yard.
So I got 20, 30, 40, normally 50 right there, or 45. I think actually I'm gonna lower them a little bit more. Let's go. All right.
Alrighty.
Here you go. 80 yards target.
Mathews Traverse.
Mathews Traverse. Let's see how he does.
Hit the target. Hampton will shoot one and then we'll go check out.
I'll lower my sight. I'm probably gonna miss low if anything.
Let's see how it goes though. Target is all the way up there.
Oh, it's so low.
Missed a little low? Well, let's go see. This is where they are. Hampton's is like in the ground, like right there. So a little short, but... Oh, Hampton, right here.
Oh, let's go.
Another arrow.
There's another one. I hit it both times.
But those aren't bad shots for 80 yards.
I mean, those are perfect right and left.
Yeah. Or up and down, you mean?
No, right and left. No, mine are perfect right and left.
Oh, yours are, yeah, mine are.
Yours are good up and down.
But, dang, that's a far shot. Holy.
Alright, so I actually ended up losing an arrow. So this little stump thing right here is about 100 yards. Way down yonder is that target. So Ken's gonna shoot it at 100. I don't think I'm gonna shoot it, but let's see where he hits. I went 2 for 4. He went
2 for 2.
2 for 2. Or like
or 2 for 3.
2 for 3.
Alright, stop it there. I'm gonna go get a pen and write down 80 so I don't lose the shot.
Alright, let me fix the camera. Alright, so change of plans. I'm actually gonna be shooting. Alright, I don't know how this is gonna work out. At 100 yards, farthest shot I've ever taken with a bow. I don't even think I've ever shot a deer this far before.
Huh?
I don't even think I've ever shot a deer this far.
Really? Oh, with a gun.
Yeah. I mean, I have. I probably have. But anyway, I'm gonna be shooting too. Kid's gonna be shooting 100, so let's see how this works out.
20 and 25. And we just did 50, and right now I'm just guessing where to go.
So
I have no idea.
See if Ken can send one down range.
Where I'm aiming on this thing.
And hit a target.
If I miss 1 inch high, it's going 700 yards over the hill.
Yeah. Let's go. Long bomb.
A little short.
That's gone. That arrow's gone.
Probably.
All right, I'm up. Let's go. Here you go. All right. 60 yards looks so short.
I know, after shooting 100.
After shooting 100.
It's only right there.
Probably not gonna hit it.
Just low and left. Low. That's not bad though. I mean, just had to get a little side in.
Alrighty, here goes Kent. 60 yarder. Literally all he has to do is just paint it on there.
Oh,
Easy money, sniper.
Middle left.
All right, I'm up.
That was just bad. I shouldn't have pulled the trigger there.
I actually lowered my side a little bit. See if that helps a bit.
Low again.
The arrow's flying super straight though. That's a good thing.
A good thing. There you go.
Oh my god.
High.
Why am I missing so high?
4 inches. 4 inches high.
That's the second one this time.
Oh, the whole street good.
Alright, so sorry for the background sound. We got FLW and MLF actually going on in the background. So, thank you for staying all the way through this video. As you saw, I got a little sketchy towards the end. I lost like 3 arrows, broke 2. So, yeah.
But that's gonna be all for the video. Thanks for staying to the end, and see y'all next time.